Dear friends, today, Tuesday, and good afternoon to you all. It's so nice to be here again, talking to you on our 76th installment of our inspiration series, the Corona Inspiration Series. And this week we said we're dedicating to the Rebbe and some of his teachings, the Rebbe who inspired a world, the Rebbe who woke up the Jewish people, the Rebbe who encouraged us to go to great heights, demanded a lot from his Chassidim, from his followers, from those who passed through his doors. Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz once came to the Rebbe and he had a plate full between his institutions, his work, his books, responsibilities, and he told the Rebbe that he was being asked and a little bit pressured to take on a new project, and he doesn't know how he can take on this project. He's just too much on his plate. And the Rebbe told him, take on the project. And as a chassid, a follower of the Rebbe, he listened, and he went to take on the project. It went successful. But the question is, here was a man who was serious. When he says he's busy, he's seriously busy. Why did the Rebbe say take on a project? So the Rebbe pushed us all to the utmost. If you can possibly do it, try, and you'll see you'll be able to do it. And that's how he led his life, and that's how he encouraged us to lead our lives. But at the same time, he's taught us something very powerful. And that's something that's very inspiring, especially in times like now, when we seem a little bit isolated and our lives have a little bit less meaning, our impact is less. And he told us the power of one act, the power of one good act. When you do a mitzvah, when you do a good deed, when you are at the right moment, at the right place, and when I say the right moment, the right place, doesn't mean necessarily that you realize and recognize, but in hindsight, you will recognize that right moment, that right place, one act. What kind of a great achievement could come from that act? How that one act can actually change the world. We know that World War I was started because of someone that was murdered. An official was murdered in a European country. It kicked off World War I, the worst war of our century, the past century. One act. And this is not only in negative, this is in positive even more. One act that we do, the power that one act has. And I want to share with you a story. President Putin, a very beloved man to the Jewish community in Russia. He has done incredible things for the Jewish community in Russia, has helped rebuild Jewish life, personally participated in the openings of the first Jewish community center, many more, sends greetings to every holiday, very warm greetings, has become a good friend of Israel, has helped Israel in many, many ways. Some of it has just come to light lately. And he once told the chief rabbi of Russia, Rabbi Beryl Lazar, why he has an affinity to the Jewish community. And when he was a young child growing up in communist Russia, parents who were both communists, avid communists, and like many of the people lived in tenements or in apartment buildings where they shared the bathroom or kitchen with many other families. After work, they would go out and drink, and they left their little Vladimir alone. And in that building, there lived the older Jewish couple, and they saw a kid running around. They used to invite him in. What's your Vladimir? Come, maybe you have a little snack, you'll have a little meal, and he would eat many dinners with them. And he remembered very fondly when it came Friday night, that was the best dinner. Little gefilte fish, some other specialties in poor communist Russia, but yet there was a dinner above and beyond what he was regularly used to. And those gefilte fish dinners, that one act of kindness to a little boy, of helping him, being there for him when others weren't, planted the seed that when this fellow will become the leader of Russia, what he will do for the Jewish community to help them reestablish themselves. And I took a group of people last year to Russia, And we saw what they have built, an incredible network of institutions to the envy of many Jewish communities around the world. The nicest Jewish museum that exists today is in Russia, but it's not a museum of the past. Russia is a event that's happening now and growing now. And so it is with each and every one of us. One act, one mitzvah, one good deed. You never know how far it will go. And this is not only about helping someone else, even yourself. When you take upon yourself to become better, to do a mitzvah, even a small mitzvah, every day, once a week, you don't know the impact that mitzvah will have on the trajectory of your life. That's what the Rebbe emphasized. When he reached out to the Jewish community, he didn't say, I want you all to become religious or else I don't want to talk to you. He asked one question. He asked one favor. Do one mitzvah today. Stop someone on the streets of Manhattan or Montreal and ask them if they just want to put on tefillin once. That's all. No commitment. Just do a mitzvah now. But many of those mitzvahs now changed, or was the beginning of a change for many of these people's lives. One act, how powerful it is. That's how we have to live life. This act that I'm doing now, if this is the one act, what can it achieve? We may never know. But for God, we're told it's going to be incredible. It's going to be unique. It's going to be special. So be blessed and have a great day.